Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I thought today I'd jump on and just sort of experimenting really with like my camera setup and what I've got available, and just sort of see how it looks if I film a little bit of a colour and chat. So I thought I would work on, I'm just going to zoom out a minute, this page of the Fates from Mythographic Odyssey by Joseph Kattenbang. I've had this book for quite a while, but I've just not sat down and actually coloured in it. Sorry, I keep knocking the camera. I'm using like my swan neck grip instead of my tripod ring light, just because when I'm using the tripod ring light you can't see anything I'm doing because my hand's just in the way. So I don't know how this is going to go, and I just thought as I'm doing it I'll just have a chat, because I know I've done a couple of videos but I've not really sort of introduced myself. So this page is major busy. I don't really know what I'm going to do, so I'm going to start with something easy, and I thought I will tackle all of these leaves along the bottom of the page. And I'm using, I don't know what the pencils are going to be like on the page, but I'm using the Posca pencils in, I can't think what these are now, but I think it, hang on 1 minute. I've just got my trusty swatch book. I do love these greens. One is green and one is fresh green. So the brighter green is fresh green, and the other green, which is number 6, is green. And I think on my last page, I did use these pencils. I was just going to push my stand back. Right, let's just see what happens. I don't know what the pencils will be like on this paper. It's quite thick paper. If anyone's used it before, be interested to know what mediums you've tried in it, because I feel like this is a brilliant marker book because it's single-sided, but I don't know if I'd want to do a whole page in markers, but I might base the skin of the Fates or the Marais in a marker and then pencil over the top. I've had a Google, so I've got a slight idea what I'm going to do with this page. I kind of have an idea for what colours they're going to be. Oh, every time, because I'm so heavy-handed, I snap the lid. But yeah, I thought let's just get all these leaves done. I'm just going to grab a piece of paper, just because I've not put any underneath. Not that it matters because they're single-sided, but I just like to put that on. So I'm just going to do all the dark green bits. On the leaves, I've just noticed this bit of the picture, they're underwater, so I think I've got an idea. We'll see. So I wanted to come on and just do a bit of a colouring chat. So it's not a colour along, so I'm not going to like be taking it step by step. But I am just going to have a little bit of a chat, and then if you leave me some questions in the comments, I will answer those questions in part 2, because I think we'll complete this page just on the channel, just because I've not done one yet, and we'll see how we get on. So my name is Dan. I am Calligralicious. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that my account started off with calligraphy and has broadened into adult colouring, and I am now obsessed. I like trying different mediums really, so I'm getting a little bit braver now. So I've used some Inktense. They're like my faves. I was going to use some Inktense on here, but I might just stick to pencils for this page and just see how how they actually work, what ones work best, because I'll probably use a variety of them. I do like these Posca pencils, but I find like once they reach a certain like layering limit, they get a funny texture, but they do blend quite nice. And you can actually go back over. This paper feels strange. I've never coloured in one of these books before, so it feels quite smooth, but it's very thick. So in the comments, let me know if you've got any of the Mythographic books. This is just going, it keeps going really blurry, doesn't it, because my hand's in the way. We'll have to just see. We'll just see how we get on. Yeah, so if you've got any Mythographic books, what mediums? Let me try and focus on the page and not my hand. Let's try that way. Yeah, so let me know in the comments what mediums you use in the book, what you find works the best. Because I do love that they're single-sided, because I can use markers. But they're very detailed and I don't know if I've got the patience. So I'm just trying to like colour and not block the whole thing with my hand. That's where I'm struggling with like trying to do a colour along video. The lives seem to be absolutely fine. There doesn't seem to be a problem, but when I had a couple of practice films and I feel like all you can see is my hand, so I don't know. If anyone's got any advice, please pop it in the comments, let me know, send me a message. What do you suggest? So yeah, Calligraphy started as a calligraphy page, and then in October 2020 I got my first book, which was Millie Marotter's Brilliant Beasts, and a pack of 48 Arteza pencils. And really from there I've just gone a bit wild. I've got quite a few different pencil sets. I've got a fair few books. I'm just thinking if I move more up. No. We'll just concentrate on these leaves for now, and then I might order a new stand, see if that works. But yes, I've got a fair few books. I do like a variety. Find I get bored otherwise. And I started colouring really from a friend suggested I should give it a go. So I did. I always thought it wouldn't be for me, because I thought it would be a bit stressful. Like, I am a bit of a perfectionist, and I thought it's going to stress me out, because I'll have to like plan everything out and it needs to be perfect. I had no intention of doing it to share on Instagram. It was purely just going to be for me and like well-being, really, a reason to switch off from work. I am a teacher, so we do have quite a busy job, so it's nice to have something just to switch off and be sort of non-work related. And I think I shared my first picture, which if you've watched my colouring, so the first video that I did, my colouring journey, it was that wild, absolutely ridiculously coloured rhino. I need to get a little makeup brush actually, because I'm constantly blowing the dust. And I just didn't really stop. So yeah, I'm a teacher. I've been teaching for, so this is my, this will be my 4th year, which is absolutely crazy. Because you just don't know where the time goes. If you've seen any of my lives, I am the slowest colourer in the world. These are looking quite nice. Quite bright greens, but I kind of want them to be. I've got an idea for the outfits. I've had a Google and sort of seen how they have been portrayed. I'm going to use this colour soft mid green, I think, on a little bit on this branch. No, you can't see, that's what I mean when you can't see when I'm colouring. I don't know how to get around it. I don't know. Maybe I need to just give in and buy a new stand. I do love these colour softs. But yeah, so if you've seen any of my lives on Facebook, or my live with Suzanne on Instagram, I'm super slow. So this, it might be that I'd work on this off camera as well as recording, because it could end up about 50 parts long. I think this video will just be quite a short one today. I might just go for like half an hour, only because I'm waiting to go out. Well, I'm not waiting to go out, I'm waiting to go and give my sister a lift. So I thought I would just do half an hour. I'm just conscious I've not filmed anything. I'll have my completed pages video soon, because we are, what, the 20, is it the 28th? I think it's the 28th of August today, isn't it? It's Saturday. I'm very doubtful that this will appear on that video, but you never know. So it's my final week of the summer holidays. This week I'm not actually back in work until Wednesday, so I've still got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I might just do a little bit of work really, but I've got nothing planned. I'm liking that this page is already like backgrounds blurred out, and I've put some purple, I think it was bright lilac, the colour soft bright lilac, on the celestial bodies in the sky, because I'm going to put a tiny bit of galaxy glitter over the top of them, or maybe some stickles. No, I might do some galaxy glitter, because the background's already black, so we don't need to do that. Which is an absolute bonus. because that is probably what I would have done. I'd have set these in a night time or like spacey sort of setting. I'm just trying to think what else to let you know about. Oh, we've got cat dad, if anyone didn't know, to the crazy Ollie. Surprised he's not. Well, I've shut the door actually because he'll be straight in here, living his best life. And you might hear, I don't know if you will, but if you do pick it up, I am upstairs in the den slash office, and next door in the back. So if you can hear like muffled voices, that's where it's coming from. These are quite, so they're above the water, aren't they? So these black bits must be shadow, and then that would be water, wouldn't it? Right, so I'm going to stick with these leaves then. What I might do is just carry on with the leaves off camera, because we could end up with about 3 videos of me just colouring leaves. It'd be a bit boring. Also, 200 plus followers, subscribers. Thank you very much. I can't actually believe it. Such a baby channel as well, like so new. Not really got much content on there, so every view, comment and like, I fully appreciate, and I'll always get back to you if you leave me a comment. For some reason it doesn't give me a notification on YouTube. I have to log into the studio app, and I can see then that someone's left me a comment, which is weird. I noticed it the other day, only because I noticed that I'd missed some. So if you do leave me a comment, please just be patient, and I will always get back to you. If you've got any suggestions as to what you might like to see on the channel, then please pop it in the comments, let me know. Please don't forget to like or dislike if you're not feeling it. Hopefully you are. Yeah. So I thought I'd do this. I wanted to really start it yesterday, but what did I do yesterday? I went out with my sister in the morning, and then I watched Wonder Woman 1984, I think it is, in the afternoon, and then I just played on the PlayStation, so I had a bit of a day off colouring yesterday. I went to get some new work clothes, but it's a bit rubbish, so I need to order online. Actually, I need to do that today, or they're probably not going to get here in time. I think I can go and pick it up in the shop though. I don't know how long that'll take. And then we went to Antonia's Cakes in St Helens. Oh my god, it's amazing. I'll have to put a picture on my stories. I got some brownies, a blondie, and a Kinder Twist, which was like kind of like, you know, like a pastry, like a twist, or like a plat. And it had like chocolate, Kinder sauce, like white chocolate. It was so good. A bit sickly though. And we had the brownies last night. I got chocolate orange and what did I get? Oh, it was so good. It was called a caramel Lux. It was beautiful. I had chocolate, well, we had half each. And then I've just had half of a Kinder Blondie. Oh, it was amazing. With last night's leftovers as well. So I'm thinking maybe that this might have to just be really bright colours, but the idea that I've got for the dresses of the feet are based on like an Roman illustration, maybe. Looked Roman. It might have been black, but so basically I'll just zoom out and I'll just tell you what I'm thinking. So you can see they've got the bright lilac just on the planets and things behind. I'm going to go over that with the galaxy glitter. I've just noticed I've missed one, so I'm just going to add that in quickly. So it's a colour soft bright lilac. I'm just adding some colour. I'm not doing anything other than laying some colour down because I'm going to go over it anyway. So where's my part? Right, so Atropos snips the thread, so I'm assuming that this is Atropos, and she is in the picture that I've seen blue, so she's going to be like navy blue. Lachesis, I think, she's in the middle. I think she pulls out the thread. She's going to be, what colour is she? Red. And then Clotho is the spinner. She's going to be in like yellow and gold. I'm not sure whether they're going to have different hair matching her. I don't know yet, but I'm quite looking forward to it. I just don't know if it's to go like bright bold colours or like quite muted, like navy blue, burgundy. Do you know what I mean? We shall see what inspiration strikes. I'm really conscious that you're not going to see me colouring anything because my hand's going to be in the way, but we'll just see how we get on when I watch it back. If it's awful, I just won't post it and I'll do a new one. But I'm thinking it might be alright. And then the thread, I think the thread, like the thread of fate, what's weaved all across the page, is going to be like the shiniest, metallicest gold I can find. So I might do it in Calero watercolour maybe, or Jelly Roll Metallic. So I'll probably carry on the leaves so that when we come back I can do something else. Otherwise, what we're on like 25 minutes and all we've done is this little tiny section. I like this butterfly though, I've just noticed it. I might do a kind of monarch looking butterfly. I think that's water reflection there, so I won't colour that. I think I've always been just a bit intimidated to try one of these pages, but I absolutely love them. I definitely want to get another one. If anybody collects the Mythographic, what do you recommend? Pop it in the comments, because I'm loving this one, the Odyssey one, because it's a bit of me, like mythical, like fantasy. But what else? I really quite like the look of Dream Garden. Has anybody got that? Shall I get it if I like this? Because I do love like I do like anything mythical. So Kirby Roseanne's Mythomorphia, love that. I really need to do something from that. I've done the two. I think I've only done the two mermaids actually. So I'd love to get something done in that next, maybe. I've got, so we've, on the Facebook group, the Colouring Squad, we've been having a scavenger hunt. So there's been a weekly summer prompt. So this last one was holiday / vacation. So anything then that's sort of any interpretation you've got of that word, then you can colour a page for it. So I've just done the ice cream, which you'll see in my completed video, but if you follow me on Instagram, I've posted that yesterday, the ice cream page from Rita Berman's summer book. The final prompt, which is releasing tomorrow, is spoiler alert, but it's garden party, and I have a page already for that, but I might have to maybe not work on this and do that, because that's quite a busy page and I would like to get that one done sharpish so I can include it in my August completed pages, because it is an August scavenger hunt page. This one I can guarantee will probably not make an appearance in my August pages. Saying that though, I could have a really good colouring day tomorrow. It's just whether I'll be able to sit down and film it, and I would like to film it. So I'm struggling with these rocks now. Sorry, I just got completely distracted because I've just been sent a message on Facebook and I'm filming on my phone. But yeah, so if I have a good colouring, could have a good colouring session on Monday and Tuesday. Could get either this or the other page done. I might concentrate on the other page so that I can do this one on here. Anybody got any books pre-ordered? Let me know in the comments. I have Millie Marotter's Secrets of the Sea, I think it's called. I'm tempted to take part in that colouring competition, actually. Not because I am under any illusion that I'm going to win, but I've just got an idea for the page and I think it might look quite cool. I've got that on pre-order, and I've got one called Dark Art. I don't know if anybody's seen it. I forgot to go over there. Little stalky, stemmy thing. That one's out soon. I've got Rita Berman's book pre-ordered, but it's still saying awaiting publication, so no idea when that's going to turn up, but I will do a flip through for the channel. I've got to, I'll have my pen pusher video. I need to sort of see what I'm going to do with that. And I was going to do, I mentioned it, I don't know if I mentioned it on a live or I mentioned it on a previous video. That I was going to do, so I've subscribed to Scrawlrbox. I used to have Scrawlrbox absolutely ages ago. used to get like calligraphy supplies. It's an art subscription box, so you don't really know what you're going to get, but I like having something delivered each month. That's a bit of a surprise. So I've resubscribed, and I thought I'll do a video each month when it comes and work on a page using the products inside. And I'm not going to lie, I'm completely stumped as to what to do with this month's supplies, because they are 3 like acrylic markers, and I just don't really know what to do. I am thinking maybe something in Camilla oh god, I'm going to probably offend someone. Camilla d'Erico. Either Pot Manga or Pot Manga Mermaids. I'm thinking, what about sort of a a neo colour background maybe, and then because she does those lovely little illustrations in the background, going over them with the acrylic markers. That's a plan that I might do. I just might not bother this month, but we'll see. I was kind of expecting like some paint of some kind, but it's not the end of the world. I love an acrylic marker. It'll get used. It's double-ended, so it's got quite a broad nib and then a really thin one. So if anything, they might just be really good for acrylic backgrounds, because I'll be able to use the fine nib for detail and like intricate spaces, and then the broader nib will definitely cover a lot of space. I'm not really doing anything fancy on these leaves, but to be honest, I don't really want to, because I don't want them to, I really want them to stick out. I want the fates themselves to sort of stand out from the page maybe. I've got no colour palette for this either. I'm just going for it. But it's not a very exciting video, guys, I'm not going to lie, because these, I've just loaded the time and I've done half an hour of colouring leaves and just chatting. What else have I got on pre-order? Oh, well, if it's not on pre-order, but I'm really, really looking forward to it, Hannah Carlson's Tales from the Witch's Cottage. I really hope I can get it on the 1st when it comes out, because it's just like the perfect book for me. One, I am obsessed with Hannah's books. They are beautiful. And like Forest Kingdom, Tales from Midnight Masquerade, up there as like all-time faves. But I do love, so I do love anything like mythical, but I love anything witchy, really. And it just looks perfect. So I'm thinking it is available on the 1st, maybe. I don't know if it'll happen on the book depository, because every time I order from the book depository, something goes wrong. So I ordered I think I pre-ordered Tales from Forest Kingdom, and then it said it was going to be like months. It was temporarily unavailable, but then it was available on the website, so I cancelled it and just re-ordered, and it came quite quick. But it's done the same thing with this one, so I've pre-ordered it, and I'm going to turn the page this way just while I work on these leaves for a couple more minutes, and then I'll probably stop, because you're probably bored of just seeing green leaves, and it's not even fantastic colouring, I'm not going to lie. But these pencils just smush together quite nicely, and I'm thinking it'll do. I just want to be careful that I don't actually colour any of the thread, but I'm thinking this is branch, definitely. Pencils are laying down colour quite nice on this paper. Be interesting to see if well, I don't know, someone might know this. Will you let us know the answer if you do? If markers bleed, because it's so intricate. Like if you look at like the hair and things, if I used marker, would it bleed in to the skin or vice versa? Because I am thinking maybe I would quite like to marker base the skin and then coloured pencil over it. I've got the totally blaming Emily Illustrator for this. I've already told her it's completely her fault. But the Arteza portrait collection. Brush nibs. And I've only used them once so far, but I can't think what pages I've done since I've got them. I don't think I've really done. I've done a small Enchanted Faces from Hannah Lynn, and I did use them on that. But I haven't really done anything with like a person on, because I did the Ice Cream from Rita Berman before this. But I am thinking I would like to maybe base these. In fact, I'm going to. I might base them in Almond, I think. It's just a really light, beautiful colour. And then add some shade. And to be honest, I can get away with it probably because they are quite ethereal, like celestial beings, if you like. I love these little, and now I've seen, I can't think who it is it might be Corey from Colourfully Optimistic, maybe. I might be completely wrong, so I apologise, Corey, if it's not. Is it? Oh, it might not be. I can't think who it is now. But I watched somebody and they sort of like whitened out all of the little objects. But I think I'm going to leave them in. I quite like them. I quite like the like whimsiness of them. I don't know if that's a word. Whimsiness. Whimsicality. I don't know. I'm the slowest. Is anyone else really slow at colouring, or is it just me? I feel like I watch people's videos when they're doing a colouring chat and they absolutely smash a page, and I'm like, done a little bit from the foreground, literally a tiny bit of leaves. I can definitely say I'm not going to get bored of colouring this page because it is so varied. Like if it was a page of leaves, I start to lose the will a bit. However, I've never left, or have left a page. I need to come back to it. So I've only got one whip, really like long-term whip that I started, and I've never gone back. And it was from Joanna Basford's World of Wonder. And I was doing it as a live colour along in the Joanna Your Pages Facebook group. And then I just run out of time. I think I did one, maybe two videos, and then like my sort of, well, I didn't really reschedule. I'd sort of committed to 2 months. And then I just never recommitted, I think, because I started the YouTube channel and then started the Facebook group. Just didn't really have time. So that is currently still a whip, and it's a double page spread. And it's a little mushroom sort of village street. I need to come back to that. I might actually do the background on it, and then it might sort of re-inspire me as to where to go with it. I think I just, not uninspired, but you know when you can't see a page finished? So, has that ever happened to you where you look at a page and think, I just cannot see this like complete? I couldn't visualise what it would look like. And normally I'm quite good, like I think I can. I'm just going to quickly sharpen this. I know it's a bit annoying, but I can kind of look at a page and see where it's going or what it's at least going to look like. But with that one, I couldn't. So maybe if I do the background, probably in Distress Inks. Is anyone else obsessed with the Distress Inks? I am. Maybe it'll re-inspire me. I feel like I've probably started talking about loads of things and not actually finished one single topic off. I actually think I might get... So I love The Beauty of Horror. I've only got number 4. Only because that's a book that really intimidates me a little bit. I've coloured the... Well, I've shown you on my colouring journey so far video. I've only coloured the title page and it was like a reef. But the new one, the Hall of Fame, just looks really good. So I might order that. I'll do a flip through them. But yes, if you leave me some questions in the comments, I will answer them in part 2. Do you think that's a leaf under there? Just gonna go for it. I don't know. It's way in the depths, so it can just be green anyway. Yeah, so leave me some comments in the leave me some questions in the comments and I'll answer them in part 2 of the video. So just give me something to talk about them. And if not, I'll find a colouring tag video and tag myself. If anyone wants to tag me in one of those, and then I've got some questions to answer, that would be great. I love these greens. I love these pencils actually. I've only got a set of 12 maybe. So I only sort of use them like now and again, but they're like a pencil where you start to use them and think, oh, I really like these. Oh. That really didn't want to be sharp, and then I won't be in it, everyone. There we go. Must have just not put it in properly. So I'll probably get all these leaves finished and then we'll start on something else next video. But yeah, I'd love to see what you would like to see on the video, on the channel. I'd say, you know, do you want some tutorials? I hate saying tutorials because I think there's so many people out there who can do it better than I can, but I'll show you the way I do things. So like the distress ink, I've called it a tutorial, but there's definitely people who use distress ink better than me. I always think I'm not doing a tutorial, I'm just showing you what I would do. There's probably 50 million ways better to colour these leaves, but I like the look of them like this. They look super fresh. Oh, and again, every time. Also, I feel like the greenery at the point where everybody's fate is being decided by these 3 would be super lush and green. I see I'm feeling like that's the thread. I just don't know where it goes from there. I don't know what that is you see underneath, that's the only thing. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? It's a beautifully detailed page. In fact, I think what I'm going to actually do is finish the leaves here. I can carry on, you see, and I can grab a marker and we'll just try it. Let's just see what happens. So I'm going to leave those leaves there. And I think we will start on, who did I say this one was? This one is Atropos. Just going to zoom you out a minute. So, if you haven't seen them, here are the Arteza, double-sided, and I think I'm going to, well, what did I say? Almond. Should we do a quick test? Let's have a quick look. I thought almond or maybe vanilla milkshake, because I loved the vanilla milkshake when I swatched it. It was just a beautiful colour. So that is almond, and it's almost invisible because it is so light. Vanilla milkshake is quite dark, isn't it? So I'm thinking, got ivory here, so let's try ivory. I'm going to go ivory because that looks a beautiful colour. So I'm going to go for ivory, and then I can shade over in pencil, and we can have a look if this book is going to bleed or not. So let's zoom in on Atropos and let's lay some colour down. Now that looks much darker on here than it did on my book, on my piece of sort of swatchy paper. Now, to be honest, not remotely mad about it. It doesn't look like it's bleeding. This is a beautiful skin colour. I'm just hoping that I've got a pencil that I can that I can add some shading on, because I didn't really think about that. I am a bit of a winger. Oh, not a winger, but if I have mentioned it in the, I think I mentioned it in my live with Suzanne. I just think, what is actually the worst that can happen? Like, I see so many statuses and things of people saying they've ordered this book or they've got that book, but they're too scared to colour in it, so it's sat on a shelf, and it just, that makes me so sad that you're sort of too afraid. Like, please don't be afraid. It's meant to be really fun. And that's what I think sometimes you forget. What's the saying? Comparison is the thief of joy. Like, you definitely do not need to look at anybody else's pages and think, mine doesn't look like that. Because it's not supposed to, it's yours. This paper is handling these markers like a dream. How lovely. I am taking my time, just because I actually don't think I've used, no, I can notice a little bit of a bleed, but I'm not worried because it's so light. But I don't know if that was me just going out the lines there. But again, it's almost, I'm not trying to saturate the page. but let's just, that looks really nice. That's a lovely, it looks a bit yellower on camera than I think it does here, but that just could be because the ring light. It's quite peachy, like a nice peachy skin. But I was actually thinking, now to give me an idea, I'm thinking the stonework of the temple or whatever in the background, I'm sure I've got a really, really light grey marker that I might actually base all the stonework in and then add some pencil over the top. I haven't really used markers and pencil together, but I do just like trying things out. So we're on to, who are we on to now? Lachesis. I think she was like the, I think she's like the chief fate. I might be completely wrong, so if anyone knows the mythology. Does anybody watch Legends of Tomorrow? Because the fates were on the last series, I think. I'm thinking this, the jewellery and things. I was going to say I've coloured in the thread, but I've not. It goes behind her arm. Oh, and that's my sister saying, do I want to come and get her in 15 minutes? So I'm probably going to have to call it an end. Let's just see if we can finish Lachesis really quickly. I'm absolutely loving these markers. I might need more. I do want the decor tones really bad. They were on offer, so I might have a quick little look. Just because actually this book, I completely forgot it was single-sided, so it is a perfect book. For markers. My foot looks a bit weird there, doesn't it? Am I even on camera now? If I've gone out of shot. And the foot looked weird, it had like a little foot. I'm not really fussed about, but actually it's not really left any. You know where you have the, you know where it dries and then you always have the join where you start again. I don't know if it's this paper or if I'm just working quick enough, but I've not really got any. And I am sort of colouring slightly different than I normally would with these, because normally I would go like do up down slowly, so I don't get any of those blend lines. But to be fair, there's none on there. And then I think let's just finish off with Clotho. He was actually one of the legends for the series, Charlie, the shapeshifter. Love anything superhero, Marvel. Wasn't impressed with Wonder Woman though. And I couldn't work it out. Like, it was really cheesy. I don't know if it was supposed to be really cheesy and that was like the look that they were going for, but some of the effects just were not there for me. Like, I was not there for them. At one point she was running down like the motorway or the freeway or whatever, like sort of having a battle against this like security forces, and they were all in like vans and lorries. Anyone seen it? And she was like running. Her feet weren't even touching the floor. It was bizarre. But I don't know if that was like the look that they were going for. So this is how I tend to use the markers, like just going back and just touching up, and then that way you shouldn't get the lines, like it shouldn't dry streaky, he says. There you go, a little bit of impromptu markering. Right, I'm going to call it a day there. I am going to finish these leaves off camera now, so you don't need to watch me doing any more of that because it's a bit boring. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you watched all the way through because that will really help the channel. Please leave me some comments, some questions you'd like to know so I can answer them next time round, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a little comment. I really hope you enjoyed it. There's where we're up to so far. Let's just zoom out. So there is our feet. They're coming together nicely. We'll do the claws next time. I think we'll add some colour to these ladies. So I'm going to finish these leaves and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.